Guys, they did it. They updated that game we play. Oh my goodness. And it wasn't even a big update. No, I'm kidding. I'm already being pessimistic. Guys, welcome to the first update for Battlefield for 2026. This is the update that is, rather unfortunately, at this present moment in time, replacing what should have been the release date for Season 2. As a result of unforeseen, most likely very avoidable circumstances, we simply do not have, you know, we don't have the facilities. You know, we do not have Season 2 of Battlefield with us today, but we do have a new update today that is supposed to have fixed a couple of things and made things allegedly a little less busted, but we shall see. And I'm already getting shot from dimensions truly unknown to me, and I'm already pissing on people, and it's fine, everything's blowing up and nothing's going well. Let me ask me, why do you play such a marvelous game? And I say them, no way is he actually using the LMR-27. Vern Fury, good to see ya. Cherry, good morning. Abdullah, good morning. Chris, good morning. Right. I mean, it's an SG-553 kind of world, really. Going from keyboard and mouse back to controller is certainly going to be an experience this morning. Good morning, hello, hi. Thank you for swinging around that corner, Mr. Jim Rage. Bloody hell, Harry. Change my red dot color. No, I haven't done it. I need to do that. I'm going to change it to like bright pink or some shit. I'm assuming it's a HUD setting. Oh, it's in the same place as Crosshair. Is it pink? Wouldn't you like to know? No, I'm joking. Always. I sacrificed myself for the greater good. Oh, shit. Double explosion? There we go. I'm so good at this. Right. Crosshair, won't it? Would it be Crosshair? If it's in Crosshair, that would be HUD. Which would be... Who, what, where? Crosshair, here we go. Custom reticle color. Very good, very nice. Bright pink, here we come. Ooh. How's my foot? Honestly, I'm quite impressed. It's perfectly fine. I was doing, an incline bench press yesterday, and like literally as I was like setting up the plates, or should I say, no, we did, like, I did a crap ton of reps, and then like I unloaded one plate just because like I wanted to keep going till failure, but that shit was not going up, and I just dropped it clean on my foot from about a meter up. The great advertisement for Nike shoes, really. Don't want to lose your toes after having severe amount of weight drop on it? Get some Air Forces. GG. Right, there's a lot kicking off over here. I mean, I've managed to take the objective myself. You've got your wisdom tooth. Oh, bro, Paige. How many drugs are you on right now? Bro, I joined the stream the other day, Paige, and I joined the stream where you playing with Gar, and everybody was like, Paige is a fat bastard now. He just sits at home. Like, you need to fight these lot. PS5 Pro controller broken again on PC? Is it? You need to start swinging at these guys, Paige. You need to start fighting them. Next time Gar pipes up, tell him you'll scrap him. I mean, they're dead, alright. There's always one dude just sat in the corner all lurky-turkey. Kind of instantly eating a grenade launcher. Yeah, all my settings are the same. Nothing's changed. Good morning, Zahab. Good morning. The Pro's probably better, Joshua. I mean, the custom crosshair colors are nice. Especially something like bright pink, because, like, bright pink is not really a color that's just ever replicated in-game. Brother, everybody is not on the site. I want to see what it looks like on the longer range optics, actually. Hold on, let's have a look. Ooh. It's a shame some of the optics still feel a little dark. Like, darker than they should be. You know what I mean? Alright, so those guys are just gonna... See, it's interesting. I use cyan for, like, Valorant, and I did used to use it for Battlefield, but for some reason I moved to bright pink and I never looked back. Hey there, Sergeant Dodgy. Good to see you. What other optics have I got that would maybe... See, now this is an optic I actually want to see it on. Oh, no, see, now that... See, I mess with that a lot more now. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I know a teammate's gonna spawn on me and just walk clean through one of these claymores. Or I'm just gonna eat an RPG. Yeah, I wonder what the thermal dots look like now that we've got, pink. Well, custom reticle. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. That's really nice. I mean, the SG-553 is definitely not built for that kind of range, but... they're nice to have. Yeah, it's in the crosshair settings, Hyper. What do I bench? I normally... At the moment, I normally sit around 100 for reps. But I've not really ego lifted a huge amount, but the most I've done on a sort of... incline bench is around 140. The problem is, right, is like... I go to the gym at a really inconvenient time. And whilst I do know a fair number of the guys there, I don't always have a huge amount of spotters available to me. Like, occasionally I'll catch the right dudes there and, like, I can do whatever, but... not always a given, unfortunately. So I normally go after stream, right? So, like, I'm normally, like, 1 PM, and it's just me and 2 other dudes or whatever there. Anybody who's off work, or... you know what I mean? We are losing this round quite dramatically. Ah, yes, China. Have they fixed RPGs randomly deviating? They have. Fabulous. They actually fixed RPGs. Kilos. Are you strength training? No, I'm just strength training generally, to be honest with you. Like, I've been... obviously, I play American football and rugby, so I have to strength train generally, but, like... I've been trying to push the old muscle mass boundaries substantially higher lately. And that's another vehicle. Lovely. I just love eating tank shells first thing in the morning. Wembley, old man. Ooh. Picking steel toe caps to the gym now. I honestly should consider it. I am thinking about going to a different gym in my area though, just because like I say, I normally go at very inconvenient times, so if I don't have a spotter, I would like a few more machines. Like, an incline bench machine, for example, would be, like a plate-loaded one. Would be nice, or... defensive line. 100 for... yeah, bro, I'm telling you, bro, it's just a lot of Deftones and a lot of, creatine. I've always said to people, like, when I'm, like, cardioing and, like, chilling, I'll always listen to, like, what I usually listen to, like, rap, hip-hop, shit like that. All of that jazz. But then, like, the second you start benching, like, a pretty hefty amount of weight, it just becomes rock or death metal, and there really is no avoiding it. He actually didn't finish the res. Big man! Brother! A bit of both, old man, but predominantly DT. Do I have a spar at my gym? No, I am thinking about doing, like, a 3-month at the David Lloyd near me. Because the David Lloyd near me actually has... like, some pretty good machines in it. Like, plate-loaded machines, which is predominantly what I need at the minute, just because of the time I go to the gym. Oh, yeah, I know, rave I can get behind. Like, either straight, like, drum and bass hype shit, or, like, some death metal shit, like... But it can't be, like, low energy, or... It can't be a vibey kind of setup, do you know what I mean? I need the music to reflect the fact that I taste metal in my mouth. Do you know what I mean? Cheeky little nade. We love that. It's a shame the optics aren't brighter. Like, this is... It's the one thing that I find a bit odd, is that even when you go down a holographic site or, like, any of the red dots, it still looks like your screen gets darker. I'm not really sure why. That's a friendly. This is going to get very techy. In severe pain. Brother, I've been on like 1 health for half this round. We're National Prem now, so Warriors, Blitz, Warriors, Blitz, Cambridge, Rushmore. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a Warzone stream at some point just to see what it looks like these days. I have no intention of really returning to it, except for when Avalon releases, but I'll give it a try at some point. It's just not really... Any new updates in REDSEC? See, that's what I want to know. Like, the patch notes basically had nothing in them for REDSEC, really, except for fixing armor plates suddenly vanishing. So I'm kind of curious what that looks like. No, I read both Soul. Haven't looked at Rampage this year, I'm not gonna lie. I hope that refers to a get ready for bed ritual, Grey. Do you know what I mean? I hope I'm not interrupting anything. I might be able to do a bit of a back rage of dreams here if I do this correctly. So you know you've been playing Battlefield for a while when you always just find yourself in the right spot for things? Oh, why is there random fire on the floor? Come on, let's be serious. I hope there's some hidden fixes to the tournament so that the Elite Series can get on the... I mean, look, you know... I'd just like some communication from them by the end of this month, really, to just sort of be like, hey, look, we're doing it on this day or we're not doing it on this day. Because right now, everybody's kind of just in limbo and it's really annoying. You changed the radical color solo by going to gameplay. No, not gameplay. Sorry. HUD, and then crosshair, and then custom reticle color. They said they fixed something regarding Melee, but... Oh, I suppose getting out of Melee seems a little bit quicker there. Oh my word. You see, I played mouse and keyboard yesterday for Battlefield, and I think I enjoyed it a bit too much. Now I need to reacclimatize to... Ah yes, Hasbulla TV. I can't believe the devs have been so tight-lipped about it. I just assume it's a case of they don't want to commit to anything if they can't actually fix it in time, which is fine, but just say that. Like, if they just said, hey guys, look, we're trying to get a timeline together for our devs for when these problems will be resolved so that we can commit to a schedule. That would be great. That would be more than enough. They wouldn't need to say anything else. They could just say, that is the plan, and we would all be like, do you know what, boss man? We totally agree with that plan of action. Golly. Good morning, Grubby. Hope you're doing well. MVO B36, which is better. I prefer the MVO personally, but the B36 is probably better over range. Season 2 update and content would be the most important one. I mean, I'm just not expecting anything, if I'm being honest. Like, I've said this a few times on stream. Anything that's in Season 2 was made before the majority of feedback was provided about the release of the game. So, like, all the feedback about maps being too small, all the feedback about the game being too chaotic, like, none of that probably would have reached the game devs who are making Season 2 content in time. So I'm more interested in Season 3, if I'm honest. But then we've just got to hope that Season 3 actually comes on time and Season 2's update isn't a shit show. You know, there's lots of things to think about, right? Ah, John Battlefield is on the enemy team. No wonder why this has been a hard graft. Struggling to get motivated? I mean, I sympathize with you, yeah, dude. That time of year as a content creator where it's difficult to be motivated about anything. So I'm very much right there with you. I mean, I hope Season 2 is surprising. And I hope it's good. But it's just a case of wait and see. Playing REDSEC today? Yeah, we probably will do a bit later. You guys like my green screen? Need to give your roller settings to Jukies? I'm pretty sure I have. On more than one occasion. Too many targets. Because it looks like AI is playing when he plays with a controller. Oh, I skipped a res. That's my bad. Yeah, now that the dynamic response curve in Battlefield works properly, like, you can actually be pretty effective, like, in terms of snapping left and right, compared to what you could be before. Absolutely not. Yeah, I tried rounding that corner and getting a nice little cheeky peek out of that, but that was not going to run, was it? Maybe I run a bit of TR7. Maybe that's the vibe. Oh wait, the game's gone. Thank you. Lovely. Love the mug. Thought I was hallucinating for a second. It's very accidentally convenient. You see what I mean? Like, this wasn't intended. It just sort of happened. I have no idea, JR. Custom reticle colors are nice, though. I will say that. How's the update? I mean, without sounding too pessimistic, other than the custom reticle colors, I haven't actually noticed much. Though, mind you, there wasn't really that much in the update anyway, so... Bloody hell, War Daddy with the 48 months. 4 whole years. Bloody hell. More, technically, really, when you factor in the previous platforms of choice. That's a long old stretch of time, ain't it? That's a long old stretch of time. Congratulations, War Daddy. You've lasted longer than most relations. Oh, you got the new badge as well, I think, now, as a result of that. Yeah, custom reticle colors are indeed live. They're quite nice, I will say that. Right, engineer. I'm a mechanic. Sniper rifle. And then what I'm thinking is, like... I still get that menu bug. They haven't fixed that, which is hilarious. What I'm thinking here... Plus Facebook, yeah, I know. Is if I go for this, like, pinkish color, but I make it slightly brighter... in terms of intensity, maybe it will offset the HUD being so randomly inherently dark for no particular reason. Hopefully. Right, get into a Traverser. I hardly know her. See, I like the Traverser, I just wish it didn't have a 50 cal on the top. Making it internally brighter did in fact not fix what I was hoping it would fix. Still looks pretty good though. Yeah, I would say the pink looks worse now. I guess I'm gonna have to make it more intense again. They just need to make the optics, like, not dim. I don't know why they dim down by, like, 10 to 20%, like there's some sort of eye color, like, eye strain mechanic or something? I don't know, like, it's really odd. Oh, now that RPGs are fixed again, I guess I can actually counter helicopters. But that guy doesn't know how to fly. Which arguably makes him the hardest target to hit. Sorry, I'll just snipe him out instead. The RPGs are fixed, yeah, so basically, like, they broke the RPGs because they would just randomly deviate when you fired. It was really stupid. Like... Oh, it's because I'm touching my controller at the same time, isn't it? Alright, let me just unplug that so it doesn't have a panic attack. Yeah. RPGs have basically been, like, randomly deviating really stupidly, and that is now fixed, so... Essentially, if you unscoped at a certain time, which is the exact timing that most people would do for an RPG, the shell would just randomly vanish into Narnia for no reason. Why is everybody shooting me? Honestly, I think I'm gonna have to change the thing to like cyan as well. I would normally go pink, but it just doesn't. I just don't know why the optics are so dull. Incredible how much of a beating those traversers can take. What's better, controller or mouse or keyboard? I would say generally it comes down to what your preferred input is in terms of your own performance. But I would say that mouse and keyboard is definitely the superior input. For Battlefield, at least. I'm thinking to myself, why does it sound like this guy is on my face? Because he basically was, but he was just below me. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of impressed that he didn't expect me to challenge him. Afternoon, good to see you. Yeah, I mean, the HUD thickness thing, like the being able to change the, oh, they haven't fixed the map flashbanging you. How'd I miss that? I'm more impressed that I missed. Yeah, you can make it bright, you could make it bright or dimmer, and like now it's like just stuck, like it's just stuck at a certain... You know what I mean? Like, it just feels like it's... Is it because it's easier to control recoil with mouse and keyboard? It's just a easier input. Like, I can switch to mouse and keyboard right now, and... You just have more fine control and granular control over everything. Like... I just don't understand why the optics are so dim. Yeah, with mouse and keyboard, like, as I've just switched to in real time... You just have a bit more granular control of the thing, and I know people say, oh, aim assist this, aim assist that. It really isn't that strong in Battlefield. Not to a point where it fixes, you know, what we're talking about. Felt like I hit that. But yeah, like, whether you play on keyboard or mouse or controller is honestly more of a personal preference thing more than anything else. Very sunny on this map. I might actually go a bit more CQB. This is quite the scrap for this objective. I mean, I did the back rage of dreams there, really. Kinda nice, you know, nothing too crazy, just a little flank and spank. Is your neck okay? Is it more the camera angle? I have my monitor facing downward. Like a slight tilt. No way, is he still in there? I think it's crazy you can play both. Yeah, like so my monitor's facing me like that, slightly. Just because of how I play Valorant and stuff. Do I try and attack helicopter run? I mean, it probably won't go very well. Oh, and you jammy little sod. Being a helicopter in this game, well and truly, is just death, isn't it? I've been spawned in, and I'm missile locked, and I'm missile locked. And I'm being flashbanged by a random segment of the map. It's a glitch that's been happening for a while in Battlefield on Eastwood. For whatever reason, there is just an area of the map that decides to melt. And that's going to be a guided shell, isn't it? Yep. Still perfectly balanced. You know that thing that they definitely shouldn't have added to tanks? Yeah, that. Right, guys, and we've decided to put this in the game, and what's that dice? Basically, it's another tow missile, right? And you've done that. Why dice? I know, funny, innit? We are once again ruining vehicle balance. Ender swears controller input's way better. Well, all the mouse and keyboard guys do, if I'm being honest. They're like, oh man, controller's so easy, it gives you this, it gives you that. It's like, alright, plug one in then and see how it goes. And then tell me it's easier. Like, unless you can play both inputs competently, you don't have a leg to stand on. I felt like somebody bailed out here and got away with it, but... Well, they just shouldn't have had guided shells on tanks. It never made any sense. Like, you know, I could switch to mouse and keyboard right now and play to a relatively similar standard to what I can play a controller at. Minus the fact that my controller is currently bugging it out into the sky because it's viewing it as a mouse input itself. Like, it just doesn't make a difference. Like, you know, aim assist on controller is just not as powerful as people would lead you to believe. The lighting on this entire objective is completely and utterly scuffed to a point of no return. Like, I genuinely might have to just spawn elsewhere to avoid it. No, please, elsewhere. Anywhere but here. Anywhere but the map deciding to melt.
Hey, got the ride over here.
I mean, the ability to change reticle colors was really nice, but, like, it is just a shame that fundamentally they're still just super dim and don't pop. Like, there's no glow to them. Well, that's the big issue. Like, they should be brighter than the surroundings, not more dim. Do you guys think that traversal wanted me dead by any chance? Traverser, I hardly know her. I should probably... I need to switch this for an angled grip, really. Well, I'm glad the RPGs are fixed. Men on the roof. Oh, I don't know why I jumped. I've really got to get out of that habit. It's the intensity. I mean, crosshair intensity, you know, I'm going to try it because it sounds like the kind of stupid thing that would work. Crosshair intensity shouldn't affect the brightness. No, it didn't. Yeah, it shouldn't affect the brightness, and it doesn't. Bye. Me and an RPG, man. Honestly. What a match made in heaven. If that was flying normally, it would have died. Yeah, I need to put an angled grip on this. See, more of the map is starting to melt. This only happens on Eastwood, by the way. For reasons unbeknownst to me, Eastwood likes melting. If you want a cheese, I'll count a cheese, buddy. No cheesing around these parts, Mr. Helicopter. Happens on Manhattan too. Interesting. I didn't know that. I've not experienced it on Manhattan, weirdly. I mean, it could be a system-to-system kind of thing. Who knows?
Fuck! Medic!
Do you reckon he accidentally hits a mine? Oh no, he's seen them. The bastard. He's seen them. I don't know what they get on escalation. I liked escalation initially, but I kind of stopped playing it once I realized that infantry gameplay just gets completely nullified at some point. Brother, why are my bullets going all over the place?
Enemy attack confirmed on Alpha.
I guess, okay. Guess I'll just spawn back in without my consent. Thanks, game. Didn't even get to choose my spawn location. It just said, you know what, we're gonna spawn you in. Okay. What we got? Let's go. Or the game could just end. I mean, that's always an option. I mean, the game can just end. Wasn't the worst round in the world. What we got next? Hey, catching a bit muddy. What we got next? How do I check? I don't know if they fixed gyro. Oh, conquest. Matchmaking. I can do an Iberian round, why not? My Battlefield Labs updated today. I think. Either that or Steam was just... See, I still have this bug as well, this menu bug. This one will never go away. gonna try making my UI brightness brighter to see if that changes anything. Yeah, I do use the freefie config. Alright, I'm not an engineer. Lol. I dead-ass started running at that shit like I could make a difference. Alright, let's lock in for a round of Iberian and do some damage, eh? What? Who even uses a shotgun? Come on. Aggressing that is a bad idea. See, there are moments in Battlefield 6 where I'm like, damn. Interesting. That man pre-fired me. Keep an eye out for that username if I run into him again. You're so lucky. You're so lucky. Goodness gracious. It would be nice to see them fix gyro aiming. I think the general principle is that if it's in the game, it should work, right? I don't think that's a very unrealistic expectation. You ever just use the enemy IFV as cover? I felt kind of evil about that one, I'm not gonna lie. Like, and where are you? Yeah, I'm just under their IFV shooting them from the back. Okay. M4A1 go, bro. Fair enough. You know, one thing I could consider doing is I could go... Gosh, it's been a while since I've Ironside an M4A1. See, this is a gun that definitely performs better on keyboard and mouse. And you ask yourself, what cover is available on A? The commentator laughed. What is cover? Bloody hell. Balls deep in it at the minute. Is somebody genuinely mortaring on this map? Because honestly, at this point, I don't know if they're a genius or an idiot. I've always used that 1R1 instead of L2R2, to be honest with you. Okay, B is going to get spicy fairly quickly here. See, to the untrained eye, that did look like I was cheating, but... Somebody actually is mortaring. I can't tell whether I respect it or not. Like, in my head, I'm like, damn, that's a ballsy decision. He is mortaring on the one map where mortars probably make 0 sense. Then another part of me is like, maybe he's onto something. Oh, you just sponged bullets for the other guy. That's so annoying. You sponged bullets for the one twat using a shotgun on this map. Got juked out by an EOD bot. Yeah, we might do some REDSEC later today, Amy. I suppose you're not really indoors as much as you think in this map. Which is why I'm saying the mortar might accidentally be genius. And you could take my balls on a pita bread with some hummus and tahini and put it straight to the face. Well, that was busy. I'm surprised some of you guys haven't seen that yet. Oh, timing on that was so unfortunate. I actually got timing there. Update has indeed already dropped. Babe, wake up. New update just dropped. Brother. I'm getting timing by random merchants sitting in corners. Some sort of engineers in arms. Ah, Goldman Railway. What a classic. I mean, if you give me guided shells on Goldman Railway, I honestly genuinely don't believe a helicopter would ever be able to fly. I don't remember it being so easy to tow a missile before. But maybe I'm just lost in the source. Like, at least in the Battlefield 4 days, I don't remember it being that easy to tow a missile or helicopter. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, to be honest with you, episode. Like, I think the reality is that's just where the industry is now. Like, if Battlefield really wants to capitalize on success and be successful, 3 maps a season, I think, is a minimum expectation. Especially when, like, your base game product is good, but it's not great. You know what I mean? Like, your base game product is impressive. To some extent, but the maps aren't fantastic. I think the thing is, right, like, you know, Battlefield did push 20 maps in a year under Battlefield 4, and I know, understandably, like, you know, we did pay for those maps, but what I always say to people is, there is no reason for Battlefield to have more game developers on it, but somehow is producing less content. That doesn't make sense to me. You know, the problem with Battlefield fundamentally is that the bones and, like, you know, the bones of the game are good. The gunplay to some extent is in the right spot. Like, the things that are terrible are the vehicle balance is diabolical and basically needs to be completely ripped up from the floor. And the maps, like, they just suck. Like, there's no way around it. Like, most of the maps suck. Like, there's just no avoiding it. Like, Blackwell Fields, for example, came in Season 1. Terrible. This is, like, one of the worst maps in Battlefield, for sure. This is a 2042 map that they made small. Like, for me, the only good map in Battlefield 6 in terms of large maps is Firestorm. And that's saying something. Manhattan and Siege of Cairo are decent maps. But, yeah, like, generally speaking, just the standard of content in BF6 is not great. Any immediately noticeable changes? I mean, the color reticles are nice, you know? Being able to have custom colors for reticles, pretty nice, not gonna lie. Suppose I could run engineer. Mirak's a bad map. Eastwood was okay, but they added too many vehicles to it for some reason. Manhattan Bridge is a good map. Siege is a good map. Liberation Peak is okay, I think. It's alright. It's nothing special. Like, if you've been around the franchise for a long time, like, the release slate of maps in Battlefield 6 was really not great. I think Battlefield 6 can be a very successful game in 2026. I just think it needs to really focus on diversity of experience. I think it needs to focus a lot on diversity of experience, and I think it needs to focus a lot on understanding what the word large map means. And also just, like, stop having stupid, like, map design in places, I think. Like, Mirak Valley is a perfect example of that. The north side of Mirak Valley shouldn't even exist. Like, why isn't the north side of Mirak Valley a trench line? It makes no sense to me. Instead, it's just a flat open field with nothing in it. Stuff like that doesn't make sense to me. Like, the chaos of Battlefield 6 is pretty good, and, you know, they've done a good job on that in some regards, but the problem is that is every single map. Every single map plays exactly the same way. Like, there's like the thing for me is probably the biggest thing for me is that one of my biggest issues with Battlefield 6's map design is it's just progressively way worse than Battlefield 5. It's worse than Battlefield 4. The other issue is that they've gone for this big sort of glass cannon vehicle approach where vehicles are like powerful, but they don't have a lot of health. And like, that's fine if those vehicles have cover. They don't. Like, you know, having a glass cannon vehicle is fine if it's, you know, shall we say, Dawnbreaker from Battlefield 4, right? If it's Dawnbreaker from Battlefield 4, then do whatever you please, because you've got loads of cover to work with. Like, Mirak Valley, for example, is a big map, allegedly, that's supposed to be pro-vehicle. But the problem with Mirak Valley is that there is physically no cover for vehicles. You've got two of the central blocks, and the central blocks have rooftops. And if the central blocks have rooftops, there's RPGs on them. You know? So there's stuff like that that just fundamentally is just worse. Like, the closest I get to cover in this is using this hillside. But yeah, it would be nice to see them... I mean, honestly, just go back to Battlefield 4 maps and understand what make them great, really. Understand how they cater towards all types of gameplay and vehicles and non-vehicles and...
I'm sure they can get there in 2026. I'm just not very hopeful that it'll be Season 2. That's all. I think Season 2 is going to ultimately be more of the same. Thank God that helicopter just got toe missiled. Like, even this, I've literally just left my spawn. Like, if you want, like, an indication of, like, poor map design, I have left my spawn and I'm instantly being locked. I shouldn't be able to, like, I haven't even left, look. That shouldn't even have been able to hit me. It's just the anti-aircraft. Like, that's the issue, like... This map shouldn't even have AA tanks at all, really. Yeah, I think by summer of this year, you'll see the game progress into a much better and much healthier place. I just think at that point, for some people, it will already be too late. Do you know what I mean? They'll lose interest in coming back to check. Yes, you can change your vehicle color. How much I'm being locked, bro. Friendly anti-air cannon? Do you wanna get involved at all, buddy? How did I save that one? Through power, grit, and determination. Like, see what I mean? Like, our own jet just got strafed in spawn. Like, that's just terrible map design. I don't know, it's their weakest point this year, for sure. Everything else about... Other than some of the maps, like Cairo and stuff, where they've done, like, a really good job at creating a very specific experience, it's definitely the weakest part of Battlefield 6. It was rumored that Season 2 would have gas in it, full stop, as some sort of environmental thing. Which is still in the teaser for Season 2, so it is happening, regardless of the delay. I mean, it's an update. KV. See, I don't remember being strafed by a jet at Gatwick the last time I went, but you know, I'll see next time. Like I say, I think Battlefield 6 can have a very positive year, and I think it can have a really good year. I think they just really need to dial in some places, and obviously I think it's good that the majority of content creators are being vocally critical about those things. Because honestly, it's the only way it's going to get better. You know, because all of us sung their praises around the release of Battlefield 6. They did a really good job with it. But, you know, there's expectations and things to be done, you know? Did I just miss and hit sorry, did I just miss and hit someone else? Wait, someone clip that. Did I just miss and hit somebody behind him? I've been to Gatwick, obviously. I've never really looked at the runways at Gatwick and gone, oh, that's a bit odd. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I don't know enough. Am I the uninformed one? How have I missed that? Second time's charm? Ooh. Was that a clap? Maybe I'm too harsh on Blackwell Field sometimes. There are pockets of gameplay where it is quite good. Just a shame the air balance for this map is so squiffed. I'll tell you what, I'm certainly having a time. I'm pretty sure I missed one of those shots and dinked somebody in the head behind him by total accident. Like, with no intention in my body. Like, I am fairly confident I just missed and straight up nailed somebody else. I think the thing you need to understand, Oliver, is, like, all of us have done this before. Like, all of us have, like, been around Battlefield, seen their releases, seen how their releases can, like, fail if people aren't vocal enough. And that's just me being honest, like... Blackwell Field, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I mean, and that's the experience, ladies and gentlemen. Let's force a runway on a map that has no business having a runway. Thoughts? Feelings? I think the thing with us is, like, we've seen this before, and we know how long it takes a company like EA and DICE and the dev teams for something like Battlefield to course correct. Like, if they think 2 maps will be enough in a season, they're just wrong. Like, it won't be. You know? So, for us, it's kind of a case of, if we don't hype up about it now, by the time they get round to fixing it, it's going to be December of 2026. Do you know what I mean? And that's the truth of it, really. Oh, hello, Becca. Good to see you. Season 2 will be course corrected to an extent. I would say, like, personally, I have not had the opportunity to give my feedback on a grey box version of Season 2. So at that point, if there will be any feedback for Season 2, it probably isn't going to fix a lot. Like, this is what I say, like, I always say to, like, dev teams and stuff, if you want content creators to help your game, or if you want content creators to give you feedback on your map design and stuff like that, you need to get us in early. If you don't do that, then there's basically no point. Like, we can't fix something that's already been decided, you know what I mean? And what even was that got me? Didn't even say. Nice. No reaction? I'm just used to it at this point. I'm used to your behavior. REDSEC is actually doing surprisingly well, to be honest with you. REDSEC sold... Well, REDSEC was the 5th most downloaded free-to-play title of 2025, which, considering it released in, like, November, is quite good. So, like, it actually does have a pretty decent install base. Whether or not most of those players stuck around is a slightly different question, but... I mean, I've never struggled to find a game on REDSEC. Matchmaking is always very quick on it. Where did that rocket go? And here I was saying that they fixed RPGs. Where did that rocket actually go? Yeah, Gauntlet's good. Gauntlet's a fun mode. I wasn't expecting to like Gauntlet. So, yeah, REDSEC's done surprisingly well. I think it could have a good 2026 as well. I mean, the thing is, right, like, Warzone is progressively still dying a death, and I don't think Avalon really saves that. So people are naturally still looking for an alternative. You know what I found yesterday? I found a smoothie that was 51 grams of protein. We tried the Splitgate BR. It's not really for me. It's not really a BR. It's kind of a arena shooter with lots of arenas. I don't really like arena shooters, if I'm honest. Except for... Well, I suppose Valorant isn't really a... Valorant's a tactical shooter, not an arena shooter, but you know what I mean. Next big thing is extraction shooters. Yes and no. Yes and no. I still think the biggest struggle for extraction shooters, quite simply put, is are extraction shooters by default too hardcore for casual audiences to enjoy? That's the $1 million question. Oh, we just dinked each other. Yeah, the trailer for Marathon looked really good. I'm excited for Marathon. I think Marathon has potential. It's also pre-ordering incredibly well. I think people just have a lot of faith in Bungie generally. Because it's Bungie, really. I mean, I feel like they've earned the right to be listened to when they produce something, you know what I mean? Oh my god, he just held it. I think I'm statistically too tall to be a fighter jet pilot. Maybe a drone operator? Who knows? That was close. He's 6'3", still too tall to fly a jet. Probably because a lot of COD streamers don't want to move away from COD because it's the only thing they've ever done. And that's, well, that is me being mean and also me not being mean. The reality is a lot of COD streamers, they don't want to go out of their bubble because it's the only time they've had success is within their bubble. So they'll never really play anything else. I want to do some more Armor Forger. I think I'm going to do that on my recording day tomorrow. Tomcat's at 6'2". Who knows? Who knows? Do you reckon if I show up to Sweden and tell them that I'm Swedish, they'll be like, here you go, big man. Here's a grippin'. Good luck, have fun. Will they reply in kind with, call me Swedish the way I'm gripping on it? Thoughts? Getting that Reforger itch again, to be honest with you. Reforger is a special game. Armor generally is a special game. What did I hit? I don't really know if I hit anything, really. Hold that! Oh dear. Flying in this game is momentum based, so if you do it properly, you can get some pretty serious velocity out of your flight paths. I hope Belarus Vietnam is good. I'm looking forward to it. Oh, and that's guided shell? Tow! Fair enough. At least it was a helicopter that towed me. Yeah, the games in Reforger can take quite some time. It'd be nice if servers, I think, held you a progressive rank in Reforger, so that you could dive into the act. Some of them, I think, have now, or at least there's mods for it. It'd be nice if you could dive into a server, then dive out, and then, like, rotate in and out of said server. Call me Swedish the way I'm gripping on it. Thoughts? I hope somewhere in the land of Sweden, a Swedish woman has thought of that joke and gone, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Halo might be working on it. I mean, Halo's a franchise, I guess, could potentially do it. I mean, for me, I think I've never really loved Halo. Maybe that's my fault. I'll have you know I'm a tall, leggy blonde, John. All right, Johnny. Listen, I'll be having none of that from you. Tall, leggy blonde. No, I'm joking. Am I? I mean, who knows? Well, Stott isn't on today. No Stott. No Stott. I don't know if Stod will ever recover from me calling him Stoddiddy. After he sniped me. Call him Stoddiddy. No return, you know. How are you guys doing this week, though? How's your week's been so far? I'm a mechanic. SVK. Studied. I'm a bad person. Blonde, not blonde with an E. Is there a difference? What's going on here? Tell me. Elaborate. Point, evidence, explain. What do you mean by that? Brother, what? Ah, I can't lie. I'm quitting this game just for that. RPGing the attack helicopter off of spawn. We truly have some creatures among us. We do some duos with Gar, see if he's around. Let me message him. Girl's hair is blonde. Boy's hair is blonde without an E. Why is that man yellow? Right, so I'm blonde with a D, not blonde with an E. Interesting. Interesting. Today I learned something. Your first month back on a push bike after being hit by a car. Bloody hell, Harry. Did you at least dent the car a fair bit? Right, I'm just going to redeploy because this bug's going to be annoying. I'm blonde with a V. Listen, Frank Ocean ain't got nothing on this bitch, alright? Why is my screen so glitchy? It's a bug that I've experienced in Battlefield since Season 1's release. It would appear to be kicking off a fair bit. Wrote the car off. I mean, fair play. I mean, at least you know, at least you did the damage, right? If I got hit by a vehicle, I'd want it to be catastrophic for the vehicle. Do you know what I mean? So that way, when people ask me what happened, I can just say I'm a hard bastard and I took out a car. What, was it just like a freak accident? Was the driver driving like a dickhead? Like, what happened? Hello, Graham. Good to see you. Alright, catch you in a bit, JR. Good to see you, man. That guy just watched me vanquish his teammates. My character is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. Pretty good at this battlefield thing, eh? What ADS color am I running? Cyan at the minute, but I might change it to pink again. Car didn't see me and turned straight into me. I was going at least 25 miles an hour. Broke my... Oh. I mean, to be fair, at 25 miles an hour, I'll take a broken collarbone. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Could have been a lot worse. I'm glad you aren't completely scuffed. You know what? I think getting ran over would actually just piss me off more than anything else. Once I realized I was fine, like not gonna die, I think it would just annoy me. Because it's just so inconvenient, isn't it? Really, when you think about it. Oh, that's a tank I'm running towards, I see. Don't you think, like, there are some injuries and some things where you're just like, do you know what, this is, like, yeah, like, cool, but, like, this is also just really inconvenient. It's now a HUD option that's available to you, Lucas. See, on some of them it looks great, but on others it looks too dim. Why are people sniping on Cairo? It was a claymore there, of course. Still had a gulag in you, yeah, makes sense. I don't know if I'm feeling Siege of Cairo, to be honest with you. I'm gonna try and play something else. My appendix burst last month and you feel more annoyed than anything else because the organ literally does nothing for you. Yeah, like I say, like, I know you don't want to sound ungrateful because obviously you're in good health now, but like, you do sort of sit there and you think to yourself, this is just inconvenient. You know what I mean? Like, there are just some injuries which are just inherently inconvenient. The foot is fine, Mad Jock. The foot is fine. I was quite impressed with it. Although a friend of mine, a friend of mine came to visit me in Lisbon. No, we didn't visit in Lisbon. We briefly holidayed in Lisbon. And, she coughed. I'll never forget this because it's seriously one of the craziest travel stories I'll ever have in my life. She left the airport, and as I've gone to collect her from the airport and she's crossed the road, she had her entire foot ran over by a car. And she was perfectly fine. So I thought to myself, yes, I did just drop a 25-kilo plate on my foot yesterday. But statistically, based on that last thing that I've experienced, there is a chance that I am going to be perfectly fine. And lo and behold, I was in fact perfectly fine. And she brings it up all the time now, as well. Like a fun fact that she's been ran over and it was definitely my fault or something of that demeanor. Everybody seems to want a piece of me this morning. I know guys that used to wear steel toe caps to the gym. Yeah, 100%. I know guys who wear protective footwear to the gym. I know a guy who wears Birkenstocks to the gym, though. So, you know. Take your pick, really. Pick your poison. But do you want protective footwear? No, I want some Birkenstocks. Why? Because I said so. Alright, fair play, mate. I actually did see that too. Somebody who got their foot run over and they were fine. Yeah, it's... I don't know if it's like the pressure distribution of a tire in terms of how it works. Or maybe they've just got really shit tires. Who knows? But it is entirely possible. And I genuinely didn't believe her. Like, I literally was like to her, we can go to a hospital. Let's go to a hospital. We should go to a hospital. We need to go to a hospital. And rather than being a normal person, and like, you know, like, rather than just being a normal person and being like, yeah, I'll get it checked out, she proceeded to do an Irish jig in front of me to prove that she was perfectly fine. So, you know, really, in a way, you just gotta respect it. And the Irish jig, I do genuinely believe, did convince me that they were fine. Because who would do an Irish jig on a broken foot? No one. Golly! Steel toe Crocs. I'm sure somebody's invented a mod for that. These guys are waiting for a helicopter, aren't they? Is this guy trolling helicopter spawns? Like, I'm confused. I'm one of those people, spent 3 days walking around Dublin on a lad's weekend on a broken ankle. You'd be surprised how powerful the mind can be when you put your mind to something. You know? You'd be very surprised. I had a friend who, we were at university, and during Derby Day, he blew his ACL. And he came out with us that evening and danced and, like, got really drunk with us and was chilling. And then the next morning, he, like, woke up and messaged all of us. And he was like, yeah, guys, I can't walk. And we were like, sorry? And he was like, yeah, I can't walk. Oh. Yeah, fair play, mate. We might want to get that sorted. I love a croc. I love a croc and I love a Birkenstock. I like people who travel comfy, okay? Any of this suit to the function business when you're at an airport is entirely out of pocket. It will never be me. That's quite a grisly sound, isn't it? Wow. Broke a couple of ribs whilst drunk. No issues that evening. Woke up unable to move for 10 minutes. Yeah. Yeah. I hear it. I absolutely hear it. Like, I always tell people, like, when I play American football or rugby, right? Like, you know, the day of the game, I will finish the game. I'll be perfectly fine. I'll be all happy dandy. I'll be living the vida loca. Oh, I'll have a couple pints with the boys, you know? We'll sink a few pints and we'll you know, watch some football, play some cards, whatever. The day after, everything hurts, everything's stiff, and I can't move. I'm glad I got that one guy.
I need a medic, بسرعة!
Probably a bad omen for me talking about injuries before going to the gym. Oh, thank you, G-Dubs. I appreciate it. That was kind of arse for me there. The game looks so bright now? Well, do you know what, man? Do you know what I'm really looking forward to? I'm really looking forward to summer this year. I'm really looking forward to summer this year. I'm looking forward to being outside, enjoying the World Cup. I'm looking forward to having a day out in the sun. I'm absolutely buzzing for summer this year. Like, we've had a bit of winter sun in London. I don't know what it's been like for the rest of you lot, but in London, we've had a fair bit of winter sun. And every time the sun's out, I'm thinking to myself, this, an iced coffee, some good music. Oh, man. I'm really in the mood for summer this year. I've got a feeling it's going to be a good summer. The only thing that can ruin it, as per usual, is England. It's England.
Fuck! Medic!
This year I'm doing the canoeing. Oh, nice, dude. You know, I might join you on something like that at some point, man. Like, the thing for me, right? I just, yeah, man. Oh, man. Just getting into the outdoors, bro. I haven't had sun up north since September, yeah. See, this is why I could never move too north. I just enjoy the sun too much. Like, I love Scotland, but I would never live there. I'm sorry. Like, not with that amount of sunlight. Minus 38 in Canada? Minus 38? Mate, forget, at that point, do you even need a freezer? Like, surely you just stick boxes outside and boom, extra freezer space. I'm so excited for summer, man. Get me outdoors, bro. That nice weather in England as well, where it's like warm enough to be like outdoors and enjoy yourself, but it's not scorching hot. Like the UK does really give itself some pretty perfect hiking weather sometimes. The only reason I'm feeling the World Cup this year is because we actually have a chance of winning it. Do you know what I mean? It's in the HUD settings. Oh, my chest feels... My chest feels like whatever I did yesterday worked, but I can definitely feel it. You know what I mean? I just want summer back, man. Last year's summer was kind of a banger, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I do hear that a lot about certain places in Asia. Gonna be weird seeing Mendoza in a Raiders jersey. Yeah, I watched the game last night, which is why I was on a little bit later. I mean, he's a phenomenal QB, isn't he? What do you think about Carrick as the Man U manager? I mean, they've got nothing to play for and nothing to lose, really. Pretty liberating as a manager. Go do some shit. Do you know what I mean? Try something a bit different. You know, there's nothing to lose. You're an interim manager, right? Was in Japan last July and August. Got absolutely scorched. 28 Celsius at 5 a.m. Bloody hell. Yeah, I mean, I've had when I lived in Lisbon, there was certainly some days. I mean, the hottest I've ever experienced was 42 Celsius. So, you know, there are some days where you're like, damn, this is a bit much. You can change the reticle color in HUD options, Samuel. Yeah, 42 was intense. 42 is just stay inside. And my dog was looking at me like, bro, why aren't we doing anything? I'm like, big man, there's not much I can do. You know what I mean? Like, can't control the weather. Are we going to fill a server or what? Yeah, the update's out. Laziness. Oh, there we go. Ah, China. And then China happened. Yeah, Japan's kind of a dream trip for me. I think I definitely want to do it at some point. Honestly, like I'm honestly debating, like, in January of 2027, I might genuinely just vanish for a month. Because it's so dead for content anyway. Like, I might just go traveling for a whole month and just do things and stuff. No. Senor. Been thinking about doing, like, either South America or Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, or just somewhere out in Japan. Bring back the classic one, Banana Man. Call it Gridiron. Gridiron sounds cooler. How's the update going? I mean, there's nothing crazy to report on, if I'm honest. Like, there's nothing broken, at least. Big to get good guys, been to Japan. Yeah, I know quite a few people who went. One of the Valorant streamers who played some Battlefield with us, Ari, she went recently. I feel like I'd want to be there for a while, though, because I'd want to do the rural areas and, like, the foresty areas as well. Like, I wouldn't want it to just be city, 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 do you know what I mean? No idea how I'm alive, if I'm honest. We have no idea if the young Stodlington will be joining us today. Ooh, this guy's got a nice little back roads on the heli there. I think he enjoyed that. I think he would have taken that RPG to the face and thought, wow, what an enjoyable experience for me and my compatriots. The sound of jets ripping over the sky in this game are one of the best audio experiences you can have in a video game. Of course it was a claymore. In the HUD settings, Helka. Yeah, that's the thing for me. Like, I would obviously like to experience the cities as well, but I think I definitely would want to spend a fair amount of time just countryside, rural areas, shrines and temples, experiencing stuff like that, you know? I'm American and I cringe at calling it football. It just feels like, you know, there is one football, you know, and it's not that. That's what I always say to people. You know, as somebody who loves American football, like, you know, football exists, and there's only one, you know, like, the one the world calls football. What the hell? There's a lot going on there, wasn't there? I mean, we've got pretty good objective control at the minute. Bloody fence. Oh, God. The thing about this map is it does feel like you get sniped from everywhere. Oh my God. I'm him! I love how that guy was like, do you know, I actually do want to eat that grenade. And that guy's like, do you know what, I'm just going to swallow that grenade today. That's what I'm going to do today. Oh! McKay, big man. Big dog. What a Ah, it's okay. The interior decorator. Interior decorator. Why? Because he's the interior decorator, that's why. I mean, you gotta look at it this way. Would they have called it football in the world of Google SEO? No. You know, if Google search engines were a thing, probably not. It'd be like me calling myself, Frags Jack, you know? It just means no one's ever gonna search for me. They're looking for something else, you know? Sorry, did I just get sniped from a helicopter? The game is well and truly gone. Gonna change my handle to desktop support. You'd be the most searched page in the world. Does anybody here work in IT? Because I am curious how much of working in IT is literally just people being stupid. Like, how much of IT is basically going, yeah, Janice, just, you know, don't turn your PC off and it will stay on. Oh, that should have hit. That really should have hit. Worked in IT for 30 years. The old idiot era. Nice. I'm glad there's a name for it. I mean, that was certainly a choice. Dude, what if I just bum rush him? I feel we have caused some pain. I was hoping that mine was still there so I could go, yeah, boom. You know what I mean? Well, they are actually capturing a point. Although he has hit another one of my mines, which is quite... Oh, there you go. Goodbye. I think we're going to win this game by all cap. Yep, and most of the enemy team has in fact quit. So... that's how the cookie crumbles. Oh. We'll take it. You know? We'll take it. Okay, not Liberation Peak again, I think. Don't know if I want to do Liberation Peak twice. I like working my way through the maps, you know? Give me a bit of column A, bit of column B.
I'm surprised we haven't had a young Stodlington online yet today. Hmm. No Stodlington. No Stodlington. Well, what can I say? Ooh. Helicopters and jets. Maybe it's time to be a jetman. You know? Dot seems exhausted about Battlefield 6. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, like, there's only so much content you can play, right? Before it's just, you know, Battlefield 6, right? I fuck with hockey. I've never really watched it, but I fuck with hockey. I think it's a cool sport. How's Westy these days? Haven't seen him stream for a while. I think he's focusing more on video content in 2026. We are discussing some stuff about doing more streams together with certain games and content, but we'll figure that bit out. Would really like this jet. Thank you. And he's crashed. Brilliant. I think that's the issue with Battlefield 6, right? Like, it feels like it has BF4 potential, but it's just not quite there. Which, obviously, you're comparing a very long completed product with lots of time and QOL compared to a, you know, a product that's been out for a couple of months, but... He was bouncing all over the place, that guy. Job done.
I'm surprised their base AA did not light me up. Mouse and keyboard went pretty good. I enjoyed it. I just don't want to do it too much because obviously I will primarily still be on controller, and if Elite Series does swing around again, I don't want to start mismatching inputs and shit. Do you know what I mean? Okay, that jet is definitely not going full speed, and my base AA is basically just watching it. So, not really sure... Not really sure the base AA is doing a lot there, gonna be honest. Like, if a jet goes full speed, it doesn't engage. That's fine. Not really sure it did a lot there. What a bastard. Yeah, I'm sorry. I went non-verbal for a bit. I was a bit too focused. Not really a Castrol. Yeah, pretty good, Aaron. Not too bad. Yeah, I'm seeing that, Jason. I'm not seeing ample effort from the old base AA here. I mean, I know at least one of their jets is over their own spawn. It's just not really for me, Bex, I'll be honest with you, dude. I get bored playing Ark. Yeah, the old school Cobra optic was clean, wasn't it? Right, well, that's part of that equation dealt with. Snipe a lot and find aircraft over me too frequently? Interesting. At least I now know where that outbound missile's coming from. What did I crash into? Because I know it wasn't that lamppost. I know it wasn't that lamppost. There was plenty of space between me and that lamppost. Dice. Dice are doing dice things. Yeah, the constant pushing of HQs further together is really odd, isn't it? Edal. I hope they don't make the same mistake in Season 2 with some of their maps. Lampposts are the game's best AA. Yeah, I remember during the release window for Battlefield 4, they had to go through every single map to fix the hitboxes on all of the power lines and all of the lampposts because they had like triple the size of the hitbox they were supposed to actually have. How does the change on the jets feel? Oh yeah, I forgot that they nerfed the turret on the jets. I mean, you could still light up a plane pretty quickly with a turret, I'm not gonna lie. It's probably balanced air-to-air a bit more, slightly, but... I mean, the vehicle to, like, the air balance situation right now has very little to do with other jets, I would say. Oh yeah, the time to engagement stuff is crazy exhausting, Jason. It's the first bit of feedback I ever gave Battlefield for Battlefield 6, and it's crazy to me how prevalent an issue it's become. Like, the first bit of feedback I gave to the DICE devs was just, please stop chasing a certain time to engagement. It's not going to help the game. Why did that do that? I know the jet's damaged, but like... damaged to a point where I can't turn left? Come on. Come on, DICE. I mean, being a jet in this game is probably the least satisfying it's ever been. Same with helicopters, really. They're all just super scuffed. They definitely stealth nerfed velocity on RPGs, by the way. Which I'm not against as a change. But it's interesting that it wasn't in the patch notes. Yeah, pretty good, Graham. Pretty good. Nothing really new to report, if I'm honest. Yeah, I'd say, like, the update doesn't really do anything majorly noticeable, but it doesn't do anything bad either, so, you know. Each to their own, I guess. I haven't really used this weapon a lot, and I feel like I should. Can't click with it. Yeah, I felt the same way about it until I started using it in REDSEC a bit, and then I... Oh, okay, I ran into somebody whose... The damage feedback on that was pretty poor. I didn't really know where I was being shot from. Some people have no audio anymore, it just disappears randomly. Oh, weird. So it'd be fascinating if that's a new bug that they've managed to just wildly introduce. I actually think I'd be willing to use a 2.5 on the QBZ now. Yeah, they've definitely nerfed the velocity. Because that would have hit every day of the week. Yeah, they've 100% nerfed the velocity. I'm like a human compass for RPGs. It's definitely not what it used to be. TR7's pretty decent. I mean, it's incredibly powerful at close range, right? It's gonna take a while to get used to that RPG change. I mean, I'm glad they have changed it. It does help the air balance situation. Gives helicopters a bit more life. Eklund Spectre costs 3 grand. Yeah, I think that's the optic I use in Armor Reforger as well. I got a jet on my ass. I think we're good. I knew that AA lock was coming. That AA tank is being a pain in the arse, dude. Fuck that AA tank, he's gonna die. See ya! Hold that! Oh, man. Oh, God. Sometimes you just gotta make them suffer a bit, do you know what I mean? Sometimes you just gotta send them into oblivion. Remember, folks, if you accelerate... If you accelerate at the exact point of impact, folks... Oh, the RPG velocity! Keep forgetting that, bro. I can't even zook anybody anymore now. Upstairs for thinking, downstairs for dancing. Oh, just a little too soon. I might just steadily parachute towards that hill. No, I just spam X on the controller, DT. The velocity has been reduced, yeah. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing that they've changed the velocity on it.
We're tracking you outside the AO. Get back.
Why? Why can't you just be stupid and let me knife you?
We need to rally defense on the marked objective.
I mean, I could cross-map them with the whatchamacallit? The toe. So I'm gonna backroad one of their spawns. What, bruv, does anything else want to fucking shoot me? Anything else want to shoot me right now? Any other jets? Any people? Any anti-aircrafts? See, what makes no sense about them bringing the HQs closer is that, like, now that hill can be camped on with spawn protection by AAs. And that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I noticed that as well, Martian. Yeah, the reticles are better now with the custom colors, for sure. I do like that new reticle color on the 2.5x. It definitely makes that a much more viable optic, I think. I think it's just this map. I think it's map to map dependent, episode 13. I'm going to quickly grab a drink, folks, so I will be back in a hot uno momento second. And we will get down to some more battlefielding.
Yippee! You can change reticle color, you're correct. I don't know if it improved performance. It's not worse. That much I can say. Uh, 1440p. Matchmaking on custom search has definitely noticeably gotten slower. Instantly painted. What are we even getting painted by, bro? Painted, 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 locked, missile, painted, painted. Painted, missile, painted.
I think being an aerial vehicle in Battlefield 6 is basically just like gouging your own eyes out. It's just not... You're just not going to have a good time. Like, how am I getting hit by an AA tank? Like, why are AA tanks in Battlefield? Like, that is the more pressing question. Like, have AA tanks genuinely benefited any Battlefield game ever? Because I feel like the answer more likely than not is usually no.
You're leaving the AO. Return to combat.
Any update on the tournament? Nothing yet, KPM. We are still waiting for news. What's fascinating to me is that people have realized that helicopters and jets are genuinely so woefully balanced that most people don't even get in them anymore. They just go, yeah, it can't be us. How did I still get hit? I flared. Flared with plenty of ample time. Oh? Oh. I think I won't get in any more aerial vehicles. This is why the map design for this map is so astronomically shit. Like, right, the only cover you have as a vehicle is 2 towers in the middle of the map. And that's it. And by the way, those towers are accessible to infantry, so it's just lots of people with RPGs on them. Kamikaze, thank you for the raid, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Hope you didn't lose your sanity the way I have progressively throughout this day. So now the base AA works. Bring on season 2. This is all, yeah. I was just saying that, aerial vehicle balance is in such a strange place that, like, most people just aren't getting in them anymore. Because they've just gone, yeah, there's no point. Like, you can pretty easily get a jet or helicopter in this round because people just go, yeah, it's not worth it. That would have been quite cheeky from me. I mean, I don't hate the cannon balance change. It was just an interesting time to decide to do it. Ooh. Little love tap, nothing crazy. Feels like it belongs in a bunch of other changes. Agreed, yeah. It feels like it should have been in a larger vehicle balancing pass, perhaps. Not a, right, we're going to change this now whilst vehicles are in a pretty dire state. Any others are noticeable changes apart from the radical? The jet balance on the cannon is definitely noticeable, but honestly, not a huge amount. It kind of just feels like they needed to buy time for Season 2, really. They said, here's some stuff that we had. We'll see how Season 2 goes. I don't know about Season 2. I'm not optimistic. Eastwood B flag is still fried. Yeah, that has been fried for me for quite some time. My thing with Season 2, and like I keep saying, is that I don't think there would have been enough time from feedback to changes for Season 2's maps to have had any major changes to them. So I don't genuinely believe Season 2 is going to be that much different from Season 1. Like, you'll probably get 2 fairly small to medium maps at best. Oh, and they definitely nerfed RPGs. Hello?
Our forces are hitting Delta.
I don't really know what happened there. My bullets just vanished, I guess, when we hit the ceiling box. I suppose that's a thing. Babe, wake up. New jet strat just dropped. Oh, my mine hit something. Nice, because that mine is literally in the middle of nowhere, so I know it's going to piss someone off. Yeah, RPG velocity definitely got nerfed. Which is not a bad thing. I'm glad that they did that. As a resident RPG man, I've certainly noticed a change. I just heard that man get befuddled by some sort of sledgehammer. Did you foresee them dropping the ball that hard? Not a huge amount, to be honest with you, Rusty. I was surprised at how long the cadence of content took after release, and I was surprised at how bad some of the patches were, I think. Yeah, reticle customization, you just go to HUD, and then it's here, under crosshair, reticle color.
Need defensive support on the marked objective.
Oh, there's an AA cannon there.
Good job, squads.
I've spawned into damage. Brilliant. Anything else want to blow up, or we good? Surprised that that AA tank lasted as long as it did, really. Like, even an AA cannon like this, why does this exist here? Because this is, like... I can basically just stare over their spawn now. Yeah, I'll be curious to see what their implementation of gas looks like. I think it was probably one of the less liked features in Battlefield 1. So I was surprised that they decided to bring it forward. Get rid of all the foliage. The gone foliage. Don't ask me why I switched to my sidearm there, I just did. How's the new update? I mean, it's an update. Doesn't really do a lot, if I'm honest. Reticle customization is nice, though. RPG nerf is welcomed. Hasn't seemed to have broken anything. Did on mouse and keyboard? I've kind of been switching between the two. Like, every once in a while, you know, if I fancy it, I'll just go, boom, pull out the keyboard and mouse, and it does that for a second until I unplug my controller because it gets confused by the input devices. Yeah, I mean, like, as somebody who plays a lot of tactical shooters on keyboard and mouse, and now I've given it a real go on Battlefield, I don't really think I'll ever understand some of the guys complaining about controller on Battlefield 6. It's still the more superior input by a metric mile. Like, it's not even close. Like, my perfect example is use an M4A1 on a keyboard and mouse and then use it on a controller and tell me which one you think works better, because I can assure you it's definitely not the controller. I'm starting to get used to the velocity on the RPG. He's also using an SVD. Or a KVM even, or whatever it's called. I like that they nerfed the velocity on the RPG. I think that's going to be very beneficial to aerial vehicles. Because it will separate the people who actually know how to use an RPG and time your shots properly versus people who are just blind firing into the sky and hoping for the best. My game just crashed. Lovely. It said, you see all that Battlefield 6 you're playing? None of that. Disgusting. Try that again now, shall we? Game said no. No, I will be doing a video talking about, like, Season 2 and stuff like that soon. Oh. Yeah, I don't really crash often in Battlefield. I don't really crash, well, to be fair. I haven't had many crashes in Battlefield, pre-update or post-update, to be honest with you. Do some Manhattan Bridge. And you know what? I'm going to make it a mouse and keyboard round. Why? Because why the hell not? That's why. I should really record this as well, actually. Let me open OBS. Let's go engineer M4A1.
Objectives have been marked. Secure and hold those positions. Hostile rebalance.
Bloody hell, Harry. I didn't even know there was a VRAM issue with Battlefield 6. You'll probably get 2 maps in Season 2. Which, unfortunately, yes, isn't enough, but it might take the guys at Battlefield a little while to figure that part out. Bloody hell, not the cord. You know, I actually reckon the M417 would be a good mouse and key weapon. Let's find out, shall we? The FPS space is certainly in an interesting spot right now, for sure. You've got Call of Duty, which is essentially dead and buried, and nobody wants to play it. Remember, guys, though, the aim assist that makes you good, okay? You gotta remember, guys, aim assist is incredibly powerful, alright? It's aim assist that makes everyone good at the game. Remember, guys, it's the controllers who are at fault. Meanwhile, on the easiest input of all time. I was actually just about to say, I'm noticing a couple of lags on this map compared to pre-update. But that spec sheet is slightly out of date as well. I am on a 9950X. Instead of a 9800X 3D, which probably would get me slightly better performance. No DLSS though, because I was having issues with it, so this is just straight raw rendering. If I put DLSS on, I probably would get a few more frames out of it. Teammate, you just ran past somebody. No, actually, let's see if DLSS is working now. It's in the... Where are these settings hidden, bro? Why are the menus still so terrible? Like, where even is this setting hidden? Or is DLSS just straight up this? Oh, upscaling technique. There we go. Yeah, that's a bit more like it. I don't seem to be getting the weird artifacting anymore, so maybe they fixed that. Design readable menu items. Mission level. Impossible. Difficulty. Nightmare mode. Didn't even see that guy. Damn, these guys got bent over. Brother. I'm surprised. I don't really sure what happened there. When I unjiggled out of crouch, my gun sight just went woo. So that game was over quickly. Yeah, playing Battlefield on mouse and keyboard is always hilarious to me because, like, you see a lot of people online, they'll convince you that, like, controller players are shooting absolute nuclear bombs, and it couldn't be anything further from the truth. Doing Eastwood. Had you passed by the Claymore? Claymores, if you walk past them instead of sprinting, you don't detonate. Fun facts with the Tactical Brit. Claymores only detonate if you're sprinting. Ah, okay, I've spawned. Bruv, there's like 6 friendlies around. How have none of you killed these dudes?
Move out.
Oh, this objective still melts. Totally working as intended. I mean, that guy's just sat in a corner.
I need a fucking medic!
Good shit, teammate.
Fuck! I'm bleeding out! Medic!
Will he? Won't he? Will he? Won't he? These are the question. Shout out Darius, man. For fuck's sake, bro. Will he? Won't he? Won't he? Will he? Proceeds to get absolutely ruined anyway. What is flying like on a keyboard and mouse? Oh, it's not that bad. This is my first ever time flying on a keyboard and mouse. Oh, there's no way I got killed by a claymore. Come on. What are we talking about? Pick me up, man. Someone pick me up, bro. Trying to get the team behind enemy lines. Fuck me, bro. This has been the worst start I've had to a round. I'd love to be able to see what's happening on that objective. But I can't. Should have been slower, yeah. I'm almost, like, willing to stop playing Eastwood because of that bug, because I basically can't go to an entire objective on the map. Brother, there's like 9 of them. Not seen that on console? I mean, I'm glad. Like I look at that objective and my entire screen gets flashbanged. I think it was like the second season 1 update it started happening and it just never went away.
There's a vehicle over here! Heads up! Hostile vehicle!
Brother, why am I always in some sort of open field with 17 dudes?
It's in the enemy.
Like, where is everybody in my team? Whoa, bro, what? Who uses an SVK on this map? Like, what is this? Why am I, like, I'm in, like, the most one-sided... Fuck this, bro. I ain't playing that shit. My team's just getting, like, mug shot. This is happening a lot lately when I play this. I've, like, streamed this 2 or 3 times in the past week, and, get, like, deleted. Yeah, we've been thinking about checking out Arena Breakout again. We've heard some good things about it. Right. I think I might call it there, folks. If you wanna... Do I do some Valorant? Chat, do I do some Valorant? And if I do some Valorant on Twitch, will you stick around and watch? That's the $1,000,000 question. I'm thinking about it. Could stay on stream, do some Val. But it would be Twitch only, so you'd have to join me on Twitch. Let's see if we got anybody who potentially might be on to duo with. Potentially. You'll jump over to Twitch. Nice. Would you join me on Twitch for some Valorant? I just don't like Ark. I wouldn't play Ark personally. Screw it, let's do it. Let's do a little bit of Valorant. Nothing crazy. Alright, chat. If you're going to join us on Twitch. Folks, thank you on YouTube for watching us today. It's been good. Let me give you a link so you can come across. We're gonna do a bit of Valorant just to finish off over on Twitch. We'll be live for a few more hours. If you want to come and watch us play some Val, we're gonna do it on Twitch. Thank you for all joining us so far today. It's been appreciated. I appreciate you. And we're gonna see if my mouse and keyboard skills can transfer over. All right. So I'll see you there in a second, folks. But it's good to see you all.